everybody, it's Jeremy, talking about another topic today that is not in the mainstream, not commonly talked about. Surrender. Not the most loved word in many, if not all, societies. It has a general association with being less than, defeat, giving up. I found a definition on Pinterest written by, I'm going to say this name wrong, Eckhart Tolle, Tolle, that says it does not mean to passively put up with whatever situation you find yourself in and do nothing about it, nor does it mean to cease making plans or initiate positive actions. Surrender is a simple, it's wisdom, it's profound wisdom of yielding to rather than opposing the flow of life. My favorite definition that I found in 2010, it saves my life. It's not necessarily to admit defeat, but to switch to the winning side. It means to switch to a way that works. This definition, it was written by Norman Vincent Peale. He was a minister in the early 1900s. He was a contributor to the 12-step movements we now have today. Another surrender, and I think I've mentioned this previously, it's a Seinfeld reference. If something I'm doing is wrong, by default the opposite has to be right. George Costanza. It goes to the idea that we were created as humans with a space in our soul. We fill it with bad habits, bad emotions, inability to control ourselves, and the list can go on. We're all looking for something, more meaning, whatever it is. Again, not a popular topic with humans. It goes back to the beginning of humanity and the need for God. We were born that way. We are all born with the ego, a sense of self, a sense of sin, and the idea that each one of us individuals know better. We know better than anybody else. But without surrender, without admitting we need help, we would never go to school, we would never learn, we would never seek to improve, we would never go to a doctor. I got this, I know it all, I can fix myself. That's without surrender. With surrender, we go to a doctor when our bones are broken, when we are sick, when we need surgery, everything like it. It's a necessary process for humans. With it, we go to the car mechanic when our cars are not running right. Otherwise, we'd be able to fix it ourselves. With surrender, we do go get that surgery. We do go see a doctor when a bone is broken or a body part is not working properly. With surrender, we take medicine to fix a cold. We can't fix ourselves on our own. It's acceptance that we cannot control anything. We cannot control everything. We cannot control other people, nor can we always control our own selves. It is an unseen principle that behind everything, we don't have to attach ourselves to negativity. We can let things go, not bring us down when things don't go our way. It's a way of letting go of selfishness, of pride, the idea that I am right, you are wrong. It's giving up a belief that we can make reality different than what it really is. With surrender, it's an unbelievable principle that helps addicts, whatever addiction, every addiction, to come back from the gates of insanity or death. In recovery circles, there is a guiding principle of what acceptance is. In the big book of AA that is used for most, if not all, recovery 12-step programs, page 417 mentions acceptance. Here's what it says. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life, unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. God will do for us what we cannot do for ourselves, to trust God, to let things work out without interfering, without ruining whatever the situation is. As a person who can certainly get moody, this is something that I have to practice every day. In reality, do I? No. I'm human, I screw up, this, that, and the other thing. But we have to practice as humans because it works. Not holding grudges, move on from a temporary situation that will pass whether you believe it or not. Several times within minutes, it's holding peace. It works if it's practiced. There are several gurus, including Gandhi, we've all heard of Gandhi, who have taught and believed this principle and have saved the world with it. Jesus, he surrendered his will to God. Moses surrendered his will to God. So you have both, Old Testament, New Testament. It's surrendering to the path that knows better. Without pride, without ego, and going with what works. We're humans, we screw up, but we were meant for surrender. And I know it's not a popular topic, but if you find that you practice this in your daily happenings, it works. Like I said, it brings back people from insanity, death, addiction, trouble, this, that, and the other thing. If you know, have seen the name of my business, it goes back to Notorious Big. And he had said something that resonates with me. He had lived, if you know his story, drug dealer, guns, this, that, and the other thing, whose life changed on a dime. He knew he was in trouble, literally and metaphorically, that his life had to change. The quote that comes up that Biggie said was, "We can't change the world unless we change ourselves." Anybody who knows about Biggie or has seen the movie knows that he said that. We cannot change the world unless we change ourselves. Billions of people on the planet, and that's where it starts. In taking responsibility for ourselves and doing things different. And that, in my opinion, is the root of bringing peace to the planet. We don't individually know better. We need other people. That's what doctors are for. That's what auto mechanics are for. Nutritionists. To help us, because if what the stanza, if something I'm doing is wrong, I have to do something different. Ask for help. However you need to. We need other people. We need our parents. We need support. If you're a boss at a job, you need the employees to do the job. And that, in my belief, is the root of bringing peace to the planet. So, for today, that's what I leave you with. That's what I am here for. That's what your other supports are here for. And if you need anything, go to www.changeyourlight.com.